Oh, we're live.
Oh my god.
Hello.
Jesus.
Hello.
Hi. I'm so tired.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Monday Night live stream. We are back from our little mini vacation slash trip.
Getaway.
It's work, but it's hard to call it work when you spend 3 days in a big fish warehouse.
This is true. I am not mad. It was a good time. I'm tired, but it was a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Really enjoy myself every time I'm there. It's incredible to be able to see all these fish in the quantities that we get to see them in, and there's a lot of stuff there that you don't get to see at other fish stores. So
it says 2 streams in 1 week. Best day ever.
Right?
Yep. Jeffro, what's up, buddy? Good to see you as always. Branton, hello. There, I hit it happy. Yes. Hit the like button on your way in. We would appreciate it. Today we're going to talk about some new fish we got, some new fish we're getting, and some new tanks somebody's going to be setting up this week.
This guy.
Portland is still a dump. It is worse. It's definitely not getting better. It is.
I felt like I was back in Sacramento. I said it like 50 times. I was like, this is Sacramento. This is the same thing.
It's weird being in like this nice bougie area, but being surrounded by like tent cities, like
We went to pick up food from a very nice restaurant. I commented because I worked in project management and construction. I did custom homes for the most part. My dad's a custom home builder. I appreciate beautiful fixtures, finishes, material. This restaurant was gorgeous. It really was nice. And I'm not kidding you. Right out front, there are just 7 tents, and there's probably poop on the sidewalk, and there's people doing drugs. The poop is definitely
the zombies
speculation, but
are walking
probably.
around.
The zombies are everywhere. They like won't get out of the way.
I would not recommend going there.
No, it's really sad. It's sad to me because I said also I know it could be beautiful there. Like I'm sure it was at one point very nice. But like a lot of big cities like San Francisco, like the way Sacramento is going and other larger cities, it's just not doing well. It's not doing well.
But anyways, we're here to talk about fish. And
the fish were great.
Mountaintop Puffer Keeper says
Very excited for you.
Yeah, we were very happy.
Mm-hmm. We were talking about it earlier.
Yeah, well, we were actually talking about it after the stream, and we were like, we should try to convince him to buy more.
I know. We should really twist his arm and say you should get. There's so many, and they're all just like doing so well. When they said they hadn't lost any, I was like, yeah, I can tell they look great. Like they look like they're doing, and they're spawning and everything. It's great. Who wouldn't want
Whoop whoop. Marvin's Loach Gardens. Hello.
Ew.
Yeah, Leo, they definitely lied to you.
Wait, what? Drugs are bad, okay.
Drugs are bad. Sound cutting out.
Great.
That is amazing.
That sounds like the day we've been having, so it's to be expected. It's to be expected. We've been up for a long time.
I wonder if it happened in the last stream. No one said anything.
No one said anything.
We just got done with the member stream and no one mentioned anything.
Benjamin was there, so I think he would have known. Like... He didn't. No one said boo about it. So if it smells like a duck, it's a duck.
Yeah. So I pretty much tore down my streaming desk before we left because I wanted to redo it, thinking that I was not going to be streaming today, thinking I would be too tired from traveling and working all weekend.
Yeah.
But then the boss said, no, you can't take the day off. And so I don't have the mics set up or anything, so we're just using these like Wi-Fi mics.
Yeah. They're nice, but they have issues sometimes. It's Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
It's Wi-Fi.
Not last stream. Didn't hear it in the member stream. Maybe it's just a loose connection.
Could be.
It did blip between streams, and I had to like restart it. So. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. So let's talk about what fish we got. I will say what I got. I got a female Episogramma erimnopage. I don't know if that's right. I got a female Urethra Episto. Just completing my pairs there. And I got a bunch of orange rice fish and pygmy swordtails. I think we didn't mention that last stream.
Oh yeah, no.
I did pick up 4 pygmy swordtails.
Very cool.
Like we were talking about in the last stream. They look absolutely amazing.
They do. We got a bonus.
I've glossed over them every time I've been there, but this time I actually put a light on them, and they look amazing.
It helped that they were by the gorgeous rice fish. I mean, that was also helpful.
Otherwise, I would have never seen them.
Right. So thank you, rice fish. Again, I didn't know they were yours, but that's okay. The rice fish. That's all right. That's all right, Greg.
And what did you get?
I got, you're going to let me say this one? Okay, because I'm so stoked on them. We got 6 redmouth headstanders. And I am like...
They're the coolest fish ever.
Holy cow. Okay, so I've been walking in the fish room like constantly just to look at them. They are absolutely the most enjoyable fish to watch. They're very active without being frantic. Like they like to go up to all the plants and pick off. They're like giant... Nanostomus equus, like giant pencil fish. That's what they remind me of, and I think that's why I like them so much. So we have 6 of those, and they're still young. They will get much larger. They're all about 1.5 inches, maybe pushing 2 inches, the larger ones, but they'll get about 4 inches, 5 inches. What else did I get? What am I forgetting? Oh, they're labeled Laticar curviceps. So one of them may be, but one of them for sure is a Dorsigera, which is a red-breasted cichlid, which looks exactly like a curviceps, but they have these like maroon bellies and turquoise fins. They're beautiful, and it already looks beautiful. And it was the only one that was like hanging out by itself, and I looked at it and I was like, oh, I kept them, and I was like, oh, we're getting that. So I have another one that I hope might be. I'm forgetting something. Oh, and we have more equus, more Nanostomus equus.
Yeah, Matt, I am in direct line of sight. We're only about 3 feet away, too. So, I don't know. Ongoing issues. And Leo, I'm ignoring your question because we don't go off topic till the last half of the stream. So,
you know the
save
rules.
it. Save it for the second half.
You've been here before. You know.
10 we have 10 cities here. Everywhere has 10 cities.
It's just more. It can be more concentrated in certain areas. Like if you go to Oakland, and you know the exit I'm talking about. Everybody, what exit? Like if you take a certain exit in Oakland, Berkeley area, you almost can't get off the freeway. Like
picking up a 50 breeder with a glass lid for $50. That's a good deal. That's a really good deal.
That is a good deal.
And I'm going to give a huge shout out to Dan from Dan's Fish, one of the nicest people you will ever meet.
Yep.
Dan was nice enough to send me a list of Corridoras that he has available. He had some rare ones, and he was like, let me know if you want any of these. And I responded. Actually, I responded. I said, well, no Corridoras, but I have been saving up to get the dwarf Distochotis for Chelsea as a wedding present because we're getting married on Friday. So as soon as I sent that, I set my phone down, and like literally not even like 10 seconds later, he's calling me on the phone. He's like, if you want them, they're yours. I'll send them to you. He's like, it'll be a wedding gift for Chelsea. You don't have to tell her that I'm giving them to you. And I wanted it to be a surprise, like, hey, there's this box in the mail from Dan for you. But I'm terrible at that stuff. Like, I always like spill the beans because okay. I always do. And it is genuinely one of the nicest things that
I am blown away.
Anyone has done. It's $600 worth of fish.
It's unbelievable to me, first of all, because I am someone who, like, we're not asking anybody for anything. We
asked for nothing. We didn't register anywhere.
No. And I'm someone who I don't like to ask for things at all, even if it is for something like a wedding. And the fact that Dan, wow, I just can't believe it. And what I'm getting is it is a dream fish for me. Like, this is a dream. I've wanted these forever, and I'm beyond excited about it.
Yes, we are getting married on Groundhog's Day.
Yes.
This Friday.
But
here they are right here, and they're...
Oh, look at them!
I hope that I can do these fish justice when we get them because they're absolutely stunning and beautiful.
They're beautiful.
And I realize they just look like a little brown fish, but there's
not.
So much going on when you start looking at like the speckling, the red, the fins, and their little torpedoes. They're just really, really cool.
I don't get, this is a thing about me, and people who know me know this, I don't get visibly excited.
Look, Matt got married on the same day.
Really? I did not know that. Look at that. That's a good day to get married. Good day to get married.
And so, yeah, this is actually our first and only wedding gift. But again, we didn't ask for anything.
What a
right?
gift, though. Like, well, that's the thing is I, like I said, we were not asking for anything. I wouldn't expect anything. For him to do that is just, it almost makes me uncomfortable. It's the nicest thing, like, because it's so beyond, like, necessary. But I will say this. I will love them so much. Like, I think people have seen how excited I get about fish. I was saying I don't get excited about a lot, but I get excited about animals. And
maybe it was a mistake having them delivered before the wedding because she might leave me for them. That's how much she loves them.
Why don't you just marry him?
I don't think she's gone a day without talking about these fish since I've known her.
Obsessed.
Like,
I'm crazy
every
about
day.
Stuff.
I want these fish. I want these fish. I want these fish.
I've wanted them for so long.
And you actually saw these in person last year.
I did, and Dan and I had a conversation about them. That was the thing, is because I was so, like, I think one of the first things I went to look for besides the lampi congos, the Aroniakis, it was the Disticotis. I wanted to see those two things, and once I saw them, I was like, I want to cry. I love them so much. Like, I just remember, I just wanted to, like, freak out because I thought, they're better than I even thought. They're better. Now they're going to be mine.
Old Fish Guy says, found a new fish store in Mill Creek. It is brand new. Moonlight Aquatics. I think it's even a co-op retail partner, if I remember correctly. We have not made it down there to check it out. Things have been too busy. We're going to be slammed this week.
It's going to be a week for us.
The title didn't update, or the thumbnail didn't update, but it's new fish and aquarium. So what aquariums, what new aquarium? The aquarium's not new. It's a 125, but I'll let you tell you. What are you going to do with it?
I am going to make...
It's for the Disticotis.
It's for the Disticotis, and it's also going to be, it's going to be like a Lafini River. So it's West African, but it's a specific area in West Africa, so I'm trying really hard. The goal, it's not going to be done overnight because the goal would be to get the Aroniakis in there because they come from the same area. So I'm slowly building my dreams. Like, this is my dream. A 125 is one of my favorite size tanks. It's a manageable size. You can get a lot in there, and I can't wait. Like, I'm just so excited. I can't even tell you. I'm so excited I can't even show it. Like, it's not even, it's going to be very cool. So,
it's going to be planted.
Yeah, it's going to be planted. A lot of hardscape, a lot of rocks. Because a lot of the fish from the Congo River system, they love rocks, like all of them. There's a lot of smooth stones and stuff within the river system, so there's going to be a lot of that good stuff going on.
Oh, here's another good one, too. I actually made it into a new fish store this weekend, too. Tristan's Tropical Fish. We talked about them last week. He's just the nicest guy ever.
I have nothing but good things to say.
Great quality fish.
Good guy. Good fish.
And then I missed a fish question.
Oh. I did.
Dave's Fish Cave says, what do y'all recommend to feed 3/4-inch black cories? I would say anything live or frozen if it's available. Live black worms, frozen bloodworms. Or you can go the easier route and do like bug bites, fluval bug bites. That's that and extreme nano is like the two staples for me growing up corridoras. For growing out corridors.
So I believe Matt is asking about the Disticotis. They get about 3.5, 4 inches. They don't get very big. They're one of the smallest growing Disticotis that there are. So they're really, because a lot of Disticotis.
What's max size?
Like 3.5, 4 inches.
Oh, okay.
They don't get very big.
I think you just said that, right?
They're very big around. Like when you look at them, you'd think they'd be bigger because they're so rotund.
They're stout.
They're stout, but they're little torpedoes. That's how I describe them. God, I love them. The thing that I've tried to describe about them that makes them so magnificent, because they do look like brown fish, the spangaline, the green, yellow, like iridescence they have on that dark brown, when you see it in person, it's like a lot of Geophagus when you see them, like the Spheni, where you look at that and it's like on fire. It's so pretty. Oh my God, I'm so excited.
You should do a camping wedding. Well, I don't know about that, but there is camping in the future.
Yeah, we're going to go
There's lots of camping in the future.
I'm a fan of being outside and not having to shower.
We're basically, where I like to go is closed because of snow. So as soon as they open up that road, like I don't care, I'd go camping in the snow. But the road is closed, so I can't get to my favorite spots.
Lots of roads have been closed on us trying to do things for the last, 10 months.
Yeah,
it's just a lot of stuff has been going against us. It's odd.
I love that you can crush extreme nano between your fingers and it turns into dust on the surface. Great for fry. Yes. Oh, I also do massivore or carnivore?
It's
both.
massivore delay, I think.
But yeah, Massivore from Hikari. The fry love to just pick at that thing all day long.
Well, Matt said their wedding was also on a Friday in 2001. Oh, did you see that? Sorry, oops. I am on top of things today, guys.
On two.
Look at my eyes. Like, I can't. I'm so tired. So tired.
Yeah, we went up since about 2 this morning.
Yeah. And driving and, like, active since that time. We had a little issue then that we had to attend to that we thought we were going to be able to come home and rest, but that didn't happen. We had other things to deal with, so.
Oh my gosh. Scruffy City Aquatics says, Nano is the everything food. For bottom feeders, I like to throw it into the tank hard enough to break the surface. I literally, she see me do it, I go, wow. I do the same thing.
I was having a conversation with one of the employees at the wet spot about how I like to, and I've done this forever, but I still do it, and it's more fun now because of the height of our tanks. I like to take bloodworms and, you know, just the little individual cubes and throw them. Like I have a really fun time trying to throw them into tanks, and it gets a little wild sometimes.
We do stand in the middle of the fish room and go whoosh, whoosh,
just like whoosh, tossing it up. It's so much fun. It's part of the fun of
it
fish
sucks
keeping.
when you lose one behind a tank though.
I was about to say, until you then later go, what is that dried crust on the wall? And you're like, oh, that's a bloodworm.
There are consequences to this game, but it's worth it.
It's so much fun. Yeah.
It is worth it.
It's a good time.
Hey guys, I'm new to raising Cory fry. I have pandas fighting their way out of the eggs.
Congratulations.
How long do I wait to feed? As soon as they lose their egg sac. So they'll wiggle around with the egg sac. Yeah. Usually like 2 days.
Some of them take a while. Like we had our Sahika fry had their egg sacs for so long.
They did, but
like
Cory's is usually
Cory's,
Cory's is usually 2 to 3 days.
It's not long at all.
Yeah. So yeah, as long as they have the egg sac, you know they're still feeding and getting food. So as soon as that starts to get really small or goes away, that's when I would start throwing in food.
I crush bug bites too for the fry and stuff. We have a pepper grinder that we put in also, which is very helpful, but sometimes I just crush it between my fingers.
The Sarah tabs turned to powder also, and my Corridors fry loved it. I was supposed to get a shipment of all the new Sarah food to try out, but apparently the guy got fired, so they were like, you agreed to give Steenfott Aquatics free food? Hit bricks, buddy.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's gonna happen with that.
It's a rough life, man. It's hard out there.
What happens when you collab with Steenfott Aquatics?
You get canned. Oh boy.
Lost 12 of 25 juvenile stir by 3 months tonight.
Oh no.
Have no idea. Tank test fine. Guppies. I guess the standard question is, did you do a water change recently?
Yeah, could be your water company's fault. I lost a tank full of beautiful rainbow fish because my water company in Sacramento decided to do some weird stuff like one time.
But I feel you, Else Fish. I lost my whole breeding colony of my black Venezuelans.
It was really hard to watch.
That was tough.
It was hard to watch.
We treated, we did everything, and they just, whatever it was. There are a Pisto abacaxis in the same tank.
They were fine.
Nothing wrong with them
That's why we know it wasn't anything with the tank. They were fine. All the other inhabitants were fine. I think there were shrimp in there too. Like everything was fine. Everything's fine.
Any thoughts on expired fish food? I think it's bad. I would never feed expired fish food. Now, depending on how it's stored, so if you buy it in bulk and put it in the freezer, okay. Yeah. You are going to lose some of the nutritional value in the freezing process. Yeah. But it's still fine. I think one of the biggest kind of factors for people getting sick fish is buying like a big can of flake or whatever. And you think, great, this whole thing lasts me a year. Well, as soon as you open it, it's not going to last a year, like the food. And you can feel it. Like when you first open up like flake food and it's nice and crispy and it smells, and then after a couple months it's like really soft. At that point, I'm done. I throw it away. I don't care.
It just turns to like dust because it's just like wasting. It's basically wasting away. Davo, yeah, Rapashi powder is we feed that to the fry. It's like the staple food that we feed the fry.
Oh, I totally forgot about that. That is,
Rapashi powder. It's amazing. Rapashi for
we even showed it in the last video, I think.
I will feed anything Rapashi. It's excellent food for a lot of
things. If you haven't checked out the last fish room update that was uploaded last weekend, I don't know. Check it out.
Weekend before last.
It's got a terrible thumbnail. For whatever reason, they wouldn't let me like customize the thumbnail outside of like YouTube Studio. Every time I try to upload it, so it's basically like a screenshot of the video, which is terrible. So nobody watched it, but you will see a lot of our fry in that video if you check it out. And I do show feeding like the
They're
Rapashi.
looking good too. We're having a lot of good looking fry happening.
Have I kept Phoenix Tetras with rainbows? No, because I've never kept the Phoenix Tetra, although I do love them. And I would absolutely get them if it ever, like, just, if the stars aligned and I needed some Tetras and they were available and the right price, I would buy them. I wouldn't even think twice about it. I think they're super rad. Davo says, I just tossed a nearly full container of food. I had gotten a 5-gallon bucket of Sarah flake food. Which was amazing. Corey from Aquarium Co-op gave it to me, and that was pretty awesome, but it was hard throwing all that food away once it went bad. Like, obviously, even me in my fish room, I'm not going to go through that much
No,
flake
it's
food.
very difficult. That's the thing, is you see a good deal and you want to buy it. Unless you know somebody. If you have other friends or you know somebody you could, like, split it with, that's a good way to do that. But if you just freeze it. But I don't even like freezing things just because I'll forget about it. And it'll be in there forever. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Unless it's frozen food. But if it's not supposed to be frozen food, then I'll forget about it.
Curtis says, I liked it. Never thought of just sprinkling Rapashi in, like, fry powder. Yeah, it works great. I do it for my Cories. Like, as soon as their egg sacs are gone, that's when I start sprinkling in Rapashi. And so far, of all the species I've spawned, which is only like 6 in the last year, it works for all of them.
Everybody likes it. What's up, Kenny?
Mountaintop Puffer Keeper says, I figured I'd start with 4 pipes until I figure out on feeding them and spacing them and how...
I believe that you'll buy more if you... everything, I have a feeling everything will go well, and I believe that you'll probably want more of them because they're pretty freaking cool.
So they were in a 40... we didn't make the video for them.
I have... Yes, I do, too, have a video
Okay.
for
So
him.
we'll upload a video for you so you can see.
I have a video
but
for you.
They were in a 40 breeder with, I think, a Hamburg Matten filter. But not a lot of flow. I would say... I don't even know how to rate it. Like, if I was going from like 1 to 10, I would say it's probably like a 4, maybe a 5.
It's pretty low, and they really like to hang out in plants. Like, they had some fake plastic plants, and they were like hanging out, like wafting in the plants. It was so cool. Oh my god, they're so cool. The bigger ones, the males, I think they're really pretty, and I'm sure, like, because Emily and I have been looking at some of the males because they're sizable.
What?
Oh, I was like, see, I'm so tired. I'm like, what's your problem now?
I have a 5-gallon bucket of tropical bug bites, and I'm only about a quarter way through in like 4 months. Yeah, you should probably bag it and freeze some of it.
Yeah, try and bag some of that. But God, good old tropical bug bites, good stuff. We also have a giant bucket of tropical bug bites.
Imperial Tropicals has a 10-pack of 1 to 1.5 inch of those tetras for $63. I'm thinking of buying them. That's not a bad price.
Wait, of what?
Even with shipping, that's still like what $11, $12 a fish. So, I mean, not terrible. Yeah, Phoenix. Chelsea, are your pikes carnivores or omnivores? Looking for a medium-sized fish to help control live bears.
Oh, you get yourself a pike, if you can find them. They're tough ones. They are carnivores. Pikes are carnivores. So they want a lot of protein. They love bloodworms. Like, that is their favorite thing to have. They get very excited. But they love bug bites, too. Like, the way that they get for bug bites is pretty exciting to watch because it's an easy thing to feed. But they definitely eat those for you, for sure.
Any ideas for a nano-sized U.S. native fish? Currently have a bluefin, killifish, and elasoma. I cannot see. I'm too far away from the chat. So
Gilbert eye.
Oh, Gilbert eye. Wanted something Okefenokee pygmy sunfish.
Ah!
That is my go-to
There's something about 'em.
nano native fish. They are
That's a good
so beautiful if you could find them.
So pretty.
I would check out Ryan at Wild Fish Tanks.
Oh, yeah.
He does a lot of those types of fish, so check out his website. But the Okefenokee pygmy sunfish, or any pygmy sunfish, are really cool. But those, in my opinion, are the best looking ones.
I was going to say sunfish, too. I wasn't going to be so specific, but like any type of sunfish.
Mountaintop Puffer Keeper says, you guys are awesome. Yeah, that Cross River makes like 5 pounds of Brazilian pennywort a week. They will have plenty of plants.
Wow. Nice. Yeah, they're so cool. They're so cool. Such weird little things. I love them.
Oh, and I guess also, so we talked about her setting up a 125.
Yeah.
I'm going to be setting up a 125 too. I just haven't decided which route I'm going to go.
I always knew when I did that I'd do West Africa, and it was always going to be West Africa. I didn't know I'd have 12 disc Dakotas, though. So I'm excited about that.
I kind of want to do something different, but I don't know. I really love nano fish, so it was set up as a 125 gallon with a bunch of different nano fish, and that was really fun. So I know I enjoy that, but do I want to do it again? I'm not sure. So I haven't decided. I kind of want to do Lake Tanganyikans again, but I don't know. We'll see. Lake Tanganyikans are getting really hard to find, and they're getting very expensive.
Like everything else, gosh.
But I've never done a Tropheus tank, and I think that would be really fun.
Tropheus are cool.
Some Tropheus with like some Petricola catfish or something like that.
I do love Petricola catfish.
What type of filtration do you plan to use in the 125? Well, that's up to her. I don't know what she has
I
planned.
haven't decided yet what I want to do. It's for the fish that are going to be in there. They don't need like crazy amounts of flow, but I don't know. I'll figure it out. Probably some type of like multiple sponge filter situation.
We have enough crap laying around.
There's so many. That's why I don't know.
I just bought a new canister filter because it was like on clearance at Petco for $30.
Well, it's a $150 filter that everywhere else is at least $100. So I was like, yeah, buy it. Why would you not? $30. You know?
Yeah. So
Maybe
I don't know if all Petcos have this, but my Petco has like this little clearance rack that's kind of behind the cash registers.
It's random.
Kind of hard to see, but we were. Well, I think we were getting crickets or something stupid. And I was like, hey, there's a canister filter over there. I don't remember which one it is. It's a Marine Land something or other.
Something.
And,
it has good reviews, though. Like, people like it. So
yeah, I'm going to set it up and do a review on it, because why not? You know, I don't do a lot of review videos, and I feel like I should.
Yeah.
Because I've tried all of this crap multiple times.
I've done so. It's just all been...
Crap. It's all crap.
It's all crap. It's all crap. It all breaks. No, I'm just kidding. It's... For me, I know there'll be sponge filters. Let's put it like that. There will be some sponge filters in there for sure. What else? Because there's going to need to be more than that. But it could just be a hang-on back. I'm not sure. We'll see. Kenny wants to do a tank of bluegill and pumpkin seed sunfish. That'd be sweet.
I want to do something rare, but
too.
rare means expensive, which means it would be a long time.
Only one of us can like expensive things.
Yeah. I actually don't really enjoy expensive things that much. I'm just like, I just don't care.
I don't. Yeah, quality is a good thing. Quality over quantity.
A really big school of single species of cories would be fun. I mean, it would be really fun to set up like a riverine type tank.
Yeah.
But I don't think I could just do like one. I could do one species of cory. I don't think I could do only cories in a tank. There'd be so much open water.
I feel like a lot of times the top layer of the tank gets neglected because there aren't a ton of fish that you can keep that swim at that high of a level all the time. Besides,
I would
like
love
hatchets.
to get like 100 hatchet fish. Pygmy hatchet fish.
We saw really nice little pygmies.
That's assault.
Brother.
That's assault.
I'm gonna assault you again.
You need some whiptails in your life, Bob. I know we saw a lot of cool species.
We did see some nice whiptails.
I've had lots of species in the past.
I love my red lizard whiptail.
Back when I was like really into plecos, I had a few different species of whiptails, and they're really cool.
They're very cool. Phylloellas.
And Danikin, thank you so much for 44 months. I appreciate that. That's a
lot of months, man.
Time.
Jeez Louise.
A long time.
Forever.
I have several bluegills. When they get too big, I put them back in our stock pond and catch more babies.
That's fun. That's fun. I like that. That sounds like a good time. That sounds like a really good time.
I can't not put a sponge filter in a tank. I'm adding a air stone, so why not a filtration at the same time?
I put sponge filters in every tank. I don't know. I've always, just because I feel like it's
so important. Like, especially this time of year. Like if you lose power and you have a sponge filter, it doesn't matter at all. You just obviously, I mean, if you have like battery backup,
yeah.
Like you can't really battery back up an FX6. I mean, you could get like a power station for like a PC.
I used to have 3 FX4s, and inevitably one of them just stopped working and pissed me off. The other ones would constantly have problems and piss me off. Like there's canister filters. I also have like a they make me mad.
Okay.
Sponge filters don't make me mad.
Kurt says, I'm getting a few wild-caught Congo spotted puffers. What's the best plan to deworm them? I actually have a video with Dan from Dan's Fish, and it's how to keep your puffers fat and happy. And he goes over all the things they do to get their puffers healthy. I would highly recommend that video.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. That is a good one.
Hopefully...
they do it too.
Zen Ginger will be nice and link the video for you. I'm not asking her to, but I just know her, so she probably will. So look for the link. Now I'm calling her out, so she probably won't.
Ask her without asking her.
She's got to earn that $1 a year salary somehow.
You just got to get that in there every time, eh?
But it's a quick watch too. I think it's like 8 minutes maybe. So, but there's a lot of good info in it for puffers.
Getting a few, a few of them. That's good. I didn't see the few. Few's awesome.
Few is awesome.
I like it.
Benjamin says, "I just hit the like button. Did you? Yeah. Let's. What's our like situation here? Wait a minute. I haven't seen Fish Fam link in here. Have you? Oh, there it is, right there.
Yeah. I saw it. Yes. Fat and sassy. That's right. That's what Dan says. Fat and sassy.
Fat and sassy.
That's right. It always makes me laugh every time because I like it. And they are. I mean, that is a good way. They are moving. They're chubby. They look great. You can't go wrong getting puffers from him. He's not sending you a sick puffer. That's for sure. Which is like, oh, I've been sent sick puffers. I have, unfortunately, been sent sick puffers many times.
My brother's FX6 and FX4 have been running forever. It seems like I can't recall it. I didn't have any issues with my FX6. I did hate maintaining it though. Like
it's a
I don't
pain
like
in the butt.
That's why I don't do canister filters.
I used to clean it like twice a year maybe. And it didn't matter. It was fine. Everything was fine. But still, I hated it so much. I was like, I had other filtration too. It wasn't the only method of filtration, but
45 likes, folks. There's 100 and some people here. We can do a little better than that. It's free.
Come on.
It's all I ask. Come on. Come on.
South Park's really ruling the conversation.
Come on. Dance process is awesome. Best spotted Congos I've ever received.
True story. True story. Like his spotted Congos look like, I call them lollipops because they're just round with like a little tail that sticks out. They're great. They look amazing. I loved going up to the tank of them and just staring at it because they all looked so good. And the ones that he deemed to not look great yet, that he was not ready to send out, I was like, those look better than every other person selling them. So the ones he won't send you look better than most of the ones that other places will send you. And so yeah, there's that.
The best of the best of the best.
With honors.
With honors. Sir.
I love that so much.
I really like that it says participants. Only 50 people, so we have like 70 lurkers, which is pretty...
Creeps. Just kidding.
I wish I had another giveaway. I like doing giveaways just to make the lurkers say something.
I know, right?
Don't get me wrong, I love lurkers.
Yeah.
Lurkers.
Hashtag something, guys. What are you gonna do?
Lurkers power the live streams.
No,
There's
I like
always
it.
more lurkers than
I
participants.
lurk.
But...
Whatever, I lurk, and there's lurking. Everybody lurks.
Hey, Steven, do you have any plans on going back to Dan's Fish? I really want to go back to Dan's Fish, but I think it would be fun to do it like...
Oh,
let's have a party at Dan's warehouse.
Oh my gosh, I feel like that'd be...
He had one last summer, and I couldn't go.
We were like there too early, weren't we? Are you talking about then or?
Oh yeah, because it was on 4th of July,
Yeah,
and that's
we
like,
were there, like,
my
2
favorite
weeks
holiday. So.
It's a good time.
I wonder how that went for him. I don't know.
Probably good. I assume because God, he's got the nicest family ever. They're all nice.
My FX6 impeller is just now starting to rattle, and it's been running constantly since 2000.
That's not bad. I did have one FX4 that I didn't have problems with. It was my first one. It was a champ. It just went.
Has anyone tried the FX2 yet?
I feel like that's such a waste. I know.
I cannot imagine. Who knows? It's
Why?
probably like $200 and some too.
Oh, I'm sure. Because and it's probably who cares? Like it's. I'm not saying that I liked my FX4s. I would never pay that much money for that. Like, there's just no point when there's other filtration that's effective. So it's like, why?
Candy, I'm a little butthurt over this. I gotta say. Candy says Corey is talking about going to Dan's this year. When they teamed up, I asked both of them, "Are you gonna go?" Because I want to go. I want to go, and you go. Let's go. I want to go. Neither of them answered me. So clearly I am not invited to that party.
Oh.
And Corey is out there telling everyone that I stopped talking to him.
He's gonna Charlie Brown
when
the
he
other direction.
ghosted me.
Both
of them.
Got ghosted.
Both. But Dan called me yesterday, so that was pretty nice.
Dan gave me 12 disc Dakotas. He can do whatever.
No concrete plans. It's a flight for me, so I'd have to convince Jenna and the kids to take a Sheridan, Wyoming vacation. Oh, yeah. Got it. It's like a 3.5-hour flight for me, I believe. It's a really nice flight when you go in the spring.
Yeah, it's just pretty. It's just there's a lot of traveling involved.
Mike Casey asked, "Do you ever feed flightless fruit flies to your tanks?" I actually have a video of that as well, Mike. So I used to have thumbnail dart frogs, poison dart frogs, and I always had a ton of extra flies. And at that time, I had about 20 hatchet fish, and I would always feed them to my hatchet fish, and they loved them. I did put them in all my tanks, and not everything went after them. I specifically remember putting them in my 125 that was all rainbow fish, and like half of the rainbow fish ate them, and the other half, like kamakas, wouldn't eat them. I thought that was really bizarre. But like my giant turquoise would eat these little tiny flies.
I was like, wait a minute, what?
I'm hungry.
I'm so hungry.
Hungry.
I've always kept fruit flies because I keep bugs that eat them. So spiders and praying mantis and stuff like that.
I lurk because nobody ever talks to me.
Candy wants to know if she's invited to the wedding. What do you think?
Like,
Candy?
am I not invited to?
Come on.
Didn't we just invite you?
I literally would like, you are,
We
of course,
literally just invited you.
You are, of course,
in the last
invited.
stream.
Like I said, there was no one really, I mean, obviously we had to invite some people because we needed people to witness it. But, like, they had to come. And, yeah, so, but, I would love it if you, like, it was so last minute that I just didn't even think to, like, I'm sorry. But yes, of course you can come. Of course.
And I'll even give you a couple fish.
Yeah. Oh my God, we could totally bring the fish. We could totally do that. We can make that happen.
Can we, like...
We can do that. That's
and what
easy.
about Bob? Can we have, like, our fish in
Oh!
our jars around our neck?
Oh my God, I would love... Please. That's my outfit.
That's going to be your outfit?
That's my outfit.
What kind of fish are you going to torture and abuse?
Oh my God.
And then we can lump you in with all the Florida idiots that abuse fish.
Don't you ever compare me to those tools. My God. I would never. I would never. Come on. We could bring them for you.
The best thing about Wyoming has to be the Grand Tetons, then Dan's fish. I would go the other way because fish are friends.
Yeah, I love Dan has such a lovely wear. It's just a really, and a nice crew, and it's really pretty. Like, I feel like I could eat off the floor there. You know what I mean? Like, it's so nice.
She said, no, like, I was not invited to your wedding, and you weren't invited to the Dan Corey thing. But at least we responded. Like,
yeah, we did. And the offer stands. That's it. Oh,
live stream wedding.
Good.
Probably won't do that.
Yeah, no. It's not a production, guys. Like, it's probably gonna be like, I don't even know. I've never done it, so I couldn't give you any specifics. But like, yeah, it's gonna be pretty. I think it's pretty simple. We are going to have other celebrations later with like our family and friends and stuff. So
you should set up a live stream for the wedding, and then play the technical difficulties music the whole time.
Okay, I'm sold. We'll do that. That sounds like a good time. I like it. That's a good one.
Instead of rice throw, tetracolor granules. It'd probably be bug bites.
Bug bites. No, I'm a bug bite fan, so we have buckets of bug bites.
Buckets.
Yeah.
Buckets and listening and cooking dinner. Oh, I'm so hungry.
I'm really quite hungry and tired, so I will not be cooking anything. I'll be buying something to eat.
Hey, too, nice to see you again. Hey, did you? What did you get? Did you get?
Ooh, yeah. Did you get anything?
The winner of one of the $50 gift cards.
Winner, chicken dinner. What did you buy?
Mm-hmm.
If you still have it, I respect you, because if I had a gift card, it would have been spent before I had it. I would have already had stuff in the cart waiting, like, to go. That's how I am when it comes to that kind of stuff. Gift cards do not sit around when I have them. At all.
I've had a Cabela's gift card for weeks now.
It bothers me so deeply.
I don't know what I want.
I got a knife I want there, so, you know, just saying.
Wyoming has turned into a rich folks playground. It's so unfortunate. Like,
it is. That's a good way to put it too, because it is like that is exactly.
Same with Montana. Like,
my father built a house. He's a contractor. We owned a house in Montana in Whitefish for many, many, many years, and he gets very upset whenever he goes off, because there was no one there. When we go up, there's no one there, and now it is the exact same way as Wyoming. It's just people playing around and doing whatever they can. I mean, it's weird. The people who live there are not happy about it at all. So,
live stream your wedding inexpensive. You know, I don't even make enough money to I just do the standard deduction.
Also,
it doesn't really matter.
This is gonna be like 20 minutes, I think. Like, I really don't think this is
hope.
like some. Really though, like, I do not want to spend a lot of time doing that.
Yeah.
I got stuff to do this week.
We got stuff to do.
See, that is my priority, is the fish. That's why we're doing the courthouse, because it's easier. And then I don't have to Yeah, I can focus on the fish.
Nothing yet. Have to come up with a shipping cost. Well, maybe we'll have to get some more gift cards to give away. That was kind of the idea of the $50 was to cover the shipping cost.
Yeah.
So you basically get free shipping.
Yep.
But whichever.
Or float your boat. Depends on where you live too, right? So.
Not tax advice. Do your own due diligence.
That's a good disclaimer.
It's impossible not to dance to that song. What song? What did I miss?
Wait, what? I missed it. Oh no. What turns into a dump? What did I miss? I'm missing lots of stuff. I don't know what's happening. God, I'm so tired. Have I mentioned that?
Have I mentioned that?
Wearing a dress. Am I wearing a dress? I don't ever wear dresses. I do not wear dresses. I still dress like I did when I was 9, basically. And I didn't wear dresses then. So I don't wear dresses.
L Fish Tanks won the other one. Same boat.
Oh my God, you guys have such restraint. How do you do it? Yeah, I will be wearing, I don't know, but it won't be a dress. Like, I can't. My sister, when she got married, she looked terrified and was like, I need to talk to you. And I'm like, oh my God, what is she going to ask me? Because I was in her wedding. And she was like, will you wear a dress? And she was dead serious because she knows how much, like, I do not do it. I just don't feel, I don't sit right. I don't feel comfortable.
Oh, the technical difficulties song.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Got it. That's a good one.
Is it?
It's a good jam.
This one?
I love that. The Simpsons I also love. Alrighty then.
Oh, it's over. I got married at a courthouse and there weren't even a ceremony. I just watched the dude sign the paper and left.
Can we do that?
It's a bit disheartening.
Can we ask? No, I'm like fine with that. If that's what they want to do, I'd be fine with that. Like, that's cool. I don't know how it works. She said it was very informal, so I'm like, oh, thank God.
Mike says, I was happy to see that Dan ships to Canada. I can't wait to try them. I thought maybe they were having some problems there. And it was only certain areas of Canada, too. But hopefully you're in one of those areas.
Nancy. That's a good idea.
Wyoming should have faked a bunch of tent cities and nobody would have come. I loved Whitefish. Cute little mountain town.
It is. It's very nice, and it's just beautiful up there. And we were very fortunate. And my dad, like I said, he used to have to go up there a lot, especially in the winter, to take care of it, like, because the pipes would freeze and stuff. But it used to be so easy, and it's not easy as it used to be, just because of the amount of people. He still owns property there, but he doesn't own that house.
There you go. And Leo, is Leo still here? I haven't seen him say anything for a while.
Yeah, where's Leo?
Because now I can answer his question. At Leo. Hey, he's still here. I'm
having to hold my head up because I'm literally...
Leo asked if I was going to turn you into a 12th man.
Oh.
No.
God.
This
you really... Do you have any idea... Okay, first of all.
Boo, Seahawks. Boo.
Boo, Wendy Testberger.
Boo,
Listen,
Seahawks. Curtis Schindler, thank you so much for the $1 super chat. We appreciate it so much, buddy.
I have been a 49ers fan my whole life. I'm not one of those people. I don't jump ship. I was a Kings fan and I didn't jump ship. I don't do that. That's my team. That is my team.
I was a 49ers fan as a young buck because of Joe Montana and Jerry Rice. I love them. And then once I got a little older, I had to start rooting for my home team. And so I sat through 20 years of losing.
I know what that's like.
And got a quick win, and then we're back to losing.
It's brief.
I don't know. I've been over the NFL for a while, but
I'm a much bigger basketball fan than I am football fan. But I was a huge Jerry Rice fan. That was my first jersey. Like what I ever got was a Jerry Rice jersey, and I was like 9. I remember. Oh my God. The 49ers were always my team. I love watching them because it's just enjoyable this year. They've just been on fire.
Didn't John and Lisa get married at a courthouse and then have a fancy dinner? I don't know about McDonald's.
Oh, shoot. Mickey D's, the Golden Arches. Nice. Yeah, but see, that's the thing is I would never have, I just can't do it. I can't do it. I don't want people looking at me like that. It's so awkward. Look away. It'll be better when we just have some type of party and we can just eat food and hang out.
What a disappointing game. Come on.
I mean, God.
You Lions fans had such a great year, and now everyone is just like pissed off at the coach. You have an aggressive coach that makes aggressive plays all year and gets you to the conference champs.
Gotcha. That's
but
amazing.
As soon as he keeps being aggressive, all the fans turn on him. Like, that was your game plan from the start of the season.
That's how you got there. You wouldn't have got there without
Don't
that.
get mad that it didn't work.
And you were going up against, like, they had to know. I'm sorry. Like, you had to know. Look at the 49ers. Like, bye.
All right. Now, that's enough football talk because I hate football. Football sucks. We go off topic, but that's enough football.
It's just like the AFC, though. Like, you know?
I mean, the AFC sucks, but...
That's terrible.
I was a Rams fan in St. Louis and became a Niners fan when the Rams moved to LA.
Yeah. The Niners are a good team to be a fan of, clearly.
Mitch, this isn't your stream.
That was the only person the Kings had for a long time. Mitch Richmond. All through my childhood. McLovin.
I'm a Dolphins fan. So what else is going on?
Anyways.
Yeah, football
Fish related stuff, guys.
The devil.
Yeah, it's rigged anyways.
Yeah, it's all rigged. And if you don't think it's rigged, you're kind of a fool. To think that anything where billions of dollars are flowing through is not at least a little controlled is a little foolish to think otherwise.
Yeah.
There's not a single institution that goes through that much money where there isn't some shenanigans going on.
Some
Shenanigans. I get yelled at for football talk in Mitch's stream. Yeah, I just can't wait till it's over.
It's because it devolves so quickly and people feel so strongly about it that it just can really take a turn quickly. I get it.
Wolf House reception is... Yeah, so basically what we're doing is we're going to have a reception here and in Sacramento.
Yeah, my family and my friends.
So, Leo, you might get your invite.
I'm going to drive to Sacktown.
Do you prefer Bob C or Chell Bob? Bob C.
Bob C. Bob C twin. That's funny.
28 years ago, I gave up on the Lions. That's a rough.
Yeah.
I mean, everything about Detroit sucks.
Yeah,
so why wouldn't the Lions?
Man. It's just rough. Yeah, really. Stay in line.
It was interesting watching the 49ers hold back the first half. I'm really trying not to do the football talk, but you guys keep bringing it up, all right? So for everyone who re-watches the stream later and yells at me, don't yell at me. We're just reading the chat.
No one even mentioned Taylor Swift, like even jokingly. I can't.
You just did.
I can't. I said no one else. I can't stand her. I can't. I cannot. And I've never been able to see. I don't care about like all the stuff now. It's annoying, but I've never liked her. I just don't. Her music is trash. I can't. Don't hate me. I'm sorry. I know everyone is obsessed. Every person I know is obsessed. But like.
Tell Bob C.
There you go. Wait. Oh, that was.
Oh, Curtis brought it up. I see.
That's why. I just can't. What did Jason Kelsey retired and said? What did he say? I just don't care.
He said, I don't care anymore.
Poor Jason Kelsey. Bless his heart. He must be over it.
Chelfott.
That's funny.
That can be your specific name.
That's funny. I like that.
You have been looking for Chel Squatch. You're starting to say Chelsea looks like a Sasquatch?
Shut up.
That's very
Stop
nice.
trying to get people in trouble.
I don't keep heaters. I'm looking for a cooler water fish from the wet spot. Any suggestions?
I said
If you're patient, there's going to be a lot of videos coming out specific. But there's a lot of fish that we go over that do well in cooler water, like a lot of fish that are coming out of China. Obviously, it gets cold there.
The hill trout that I was talking about.
Yeah, there's so many.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
There's so many fish that can go in unheated aquariums.
Yeah. Really, it just depends size, you know.
Wow, 26 years in June for Mike. Congratulations, buddy.
That's awesome. That's wonderful to hear. I like it a lot. One and done, baby. That's it. Hope you're satisfied. That's the end.
So that's again, is it B and C or C and B?
Well, B comes before C, and he's older than me.
So that's what you think, but I always put C before. I always put C before B because she comes first. Like,
and that makes a lot of sense. He is like that. I will say, yes.
I still, Barbara, that's the best comment. It was interesting watching them hold back. Oh man. I can't stand her. My 13-year-old. Like, I don't know.
If your kid likes it, like, okay, whatever, because I liked NSYNC, so don't judge me, you know what I mean? But honestly,
she literally sold her soul to George Soros.
Grosses me out.
Get out of here.
She's just so obnoxious, and I don't know.
Did you happen to see the ABI at the West Spot Mountaintop? No, I looked. The only tank I saw that had the ABI written on it, it was empty.
It didn't have anything in it. Maybe they pulled it, or I don't know.
No, they don't pull early, so I'm not
for
sure.
another reason, like pulled it and put it, because they move stuff around for whatever reason.
Oh, they might have pulled it for you since you're pretty popular around those parts.
Got some clout. You got some pull. They pulled it for you.
Are we allowed to talk about dogs? Yes. Yeah, Arlo.
Oh, now you want it. Come here, Bubba.
Arlo. You're not Arlo.
It's because I said. Oh, hi. You can come too.
Come here.
That's mean.
Come on. Hey. Come on.
No, he wants nothing.
Now you won't do it.
When you want these dogs to do something, they think they're like, what? What are you trying to do to me?
Come here. Come on.
Come here,
Come
Arlo.
on.
Come on.
Come on. Up. Up.
Come over here.
There you go.
Oh,
Give me my hug. Give me my hug.
Hi. Not fair. You're not getting any love over here, huh?
There's the other dog is in the literal doghouse.
Curtis said it'll be 6 years from in June and no end in sight, right? Forever. Ugh.
I've adopted a deaf pitty.
Oh.
We made the drive back, right? Long drive, been up since 2. We get here, get all the animals situated, get all the new fish situated, check on all the animals, take dog, blah, blah, blah. We're going to take a nap before the streams. We go to lay down, and one of the
who won't remain nameless.
We won't point out who, but the one you didn't see.
He didn't come over just now, though. So he
peed on all the pillows.
For shame.
It soaked into the mattress, and it smelled. This is the worst smell I've smelled in my entire life. It was so bad. I got so mad, not at the dog, mind you.
It's not his fault.
I got mad at the smell. I started throwing all our bedding. I just right out the front door, pillows flying. I rage picked up the mattress. We threw it out the front door, and we had to run to Costco and buy a new mattress.
It's been a day.
All of this, like we didn't get our nap.
No.
Oh, it's been a day, I tell you.
We tried.
He's not really in the doghouse. We love him, but
you know, it's fun times.
Man, that was frustrating.
Jessica said, "Oh, you're going to Sacramento in May. Fish hobbyist, what is a must-see?" Okay, I would definitely, if you're going to be there and you have time, I would go to Aquarium Reptile Depot, which is in Citrus Heights.
Go.
There, and Splash, which is in Sacramento. Those are 2 fish stores I really love. There's fun stuff to look at. The thing about Aquarium Reptile Depot is it's really big, and they have a really big selection. Unfortunately, God, I wish Capital Aquarium was still around because that was a really fun place to go, but unfortunately, it's been closed for a long time. But yeah, those are 2 really fun spots that I used to go to weekly, if not multiple times a week.
Look at your big head.
They made jokes. The owners of Aquarium Depot, they'd be like, "Are you going to be back in 2 days, or are you leaving stuff out on purpose?" Because I was always there, so I would definitely stop by if you have time. Really
Rocky and Miles, 2 little dogs themselves, giving us a super chat. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Nice.
All right, now go lay down though.
Oh, in March. I'm trying to think if there's any events or anything, because when's Fin Day?
What do Costco mattresses run these days? I'm sorry, I don't know when the date is. It's usually in June though.
Yeah.
I think it's in June.
In May or June. Or something.
It was $5.79.
It's not bad at all.
And
I like it.
I will say it is far superior than the Amazon mattress I purchased that got delivered in a box.
I was like,
it was like $5.79, I think.
Yeah, it was really inexpensive.
But it is far superior. So the dog did us a favor. Like,
yeah.
it's
Cat
you know,
pee is
unexpected expenses that are like, I mean, that's a lot of money kind of suck. But in the end, like, she told me, like, you know what, we spend like 8 hours a day there. Let's like enjoy it.
I have a lot of metal in my hip, so my hip.
And then we also sleep there for another 8 hours a day. So, you know. Giggity.
Oh,
giggity.
I knew there. I was waiting. I was like, well, he's going to let that one pass by. Good for him. No, he did not. He got that one in there.
Would I rather have one really nice big tank or a fish room with a bunch of small? I mean, what's small? Like, if you're saying
what is small?
If like 2.5 gallons, no, I'm taking the 300. But if it's 10s, I'm taking the 10s. 10s are bigger, I'm taking multiple tanks.
I like bigger tanks, but not for big fish, just because I like big communities.
There's no way I could ever have just one tank, no matter what size it is.
Really hard though. Really hard.
Just 8 hours a day. Oh, okay. Sounds like I should have had a Snickers on the way home. Well, I wasn't like upset then. It was actually a pretty fun ride home. Lots of jamming out to music at 3 in the morning with no one on the freeway doing like 85, 90.
I like driving when it's dark, and we switch. So my car's fun to drive. We drove my car. It's fun. It's a fun car. That's the only thing it does is be fun to drive. It serves no other purpose. So.
It's a pain to get in and out of.
It's the most irritating car, but it looks good and it's quick. So that's it though. That's all.
What I do with the other 7 hours and 57 minutes, we do YouTube.
Yeah.
Something's got to pay for that mattress.
Oh my. Gotta keep us in mattresses over here.
Yeah, Steven says they have to do water changes at some point. That's what we're going to be doing all day tomorrow.
Oh my God, it's going to be...
Catching up on water changes.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot. I got to get that. Yep, got a lot going on. Ooh, a rack of 125 sounds amazing. Like a rack, like, I'm thinking like 12. Like 12.
You're thinking Nordstrom's rack. Don't lie. I would love to have a 600-gallon tank, African or American. I mean, I would love to have a 600-gallon. Like, everyone wants a show tank, right?
Yeah, that would be really cool. Yeah, big tanks are cool, but like realistically, to me, when I think big tank, I think like a 280 or something. You know what I mean? Or like a 300-gallon. Like that's a big tank. Like that's big. It takes up a lot of space. You need to make sure you can handle your floor can handle it. Like that's big.
Paul says it's the dog's house. They just let you live in it.
That's how I feel about animals.
I mean, I did build this with my dogs in mind. Like wide open, plenty of running space inside. Like. Walls are the enemies.
I feel more comfortable when my animals are comfortable, if that makes sense.
Petco 50% off sale until 50% off sale until the end of the week. 60 breeder would be a nice addition. I need to find another 33 long. Who made that comment? So in my last video, I talk about maybe removing some of my 20 longs for a 33 long. And then Mitchell Broom, being the smart guy he is, because I've been like questioning it because it's really gonna ruin the look of the rack. Like it won't work. It won't look so cohesive.
Are you making fun of me right now?
Which looks really nice. So I'm kind of like, do I just? Oof. It would look really weird. But then he's like, well, you could do 2 33 longs. So now I have to find another 33 long, unfortunately. And those are like the rarest, most expensive tanks, I swear. I've only seen one ever, and it's the one I have. And the only reason I got it is because it was like $20 on Craigslist. It was leaking, it had a leak, and so I resealed. Totally worth it though. I might cut down to 55. You only take 6 inches off the top. That's no biggie.
Basically it. Nothing better to ruin the mood than a dog crying at the door. It's funny.
The rest of the time he was getting the dogs off the bed. It's weird they don't go on the bed. They're not, well, they know they're not allowed to.
Yeah, they know. Well,
everyone's like, if it's laundry day, like sometimes I'll let them up, but they know they're not allowed to up unless we tell them to. So he did get in a little trouble, like, right? I mean, actions have consequences. So he did spend a little time in jail.
He got in a little trouble after he did it again somewhere else, right in front of my face. And looked me in the eye as he did it, and I was like,
we switched foods to the most amazing prepared food I've ever had in my life.
It's really good.
The dogs love it, and I think it's just making them. All the dogs are urinating more, which is weird, because it's raw food, but it's not raw. It's really weird. I don't even know how to describe it.
It's a complete food, but it's like almost like in a beef stick form. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
4 feet, scruffy.
It's really good. It's good stuff. Their poops are they're very small because they're actually absorbing everything in there. Everything in this meal is what they need. It's not a bunch of crap that they're pooping out.
The first ingredient is ground beef. The next ingredient is liver, and the third beef liver, and the third ingredient is beef heart.
Yeah. Good stuff.
It's Red Barn, and it's the beef logs. And it comes out to, if you use coupons or like subscribe and save on Amazon, you can get it down to about $2.80 a pound, which is very close to like high. It's actually cheaper than a lot of the high-end Kibble, which Kibble is poison. So,
God, that's crap.
Like even the expensive stuff, I would try to stay away from. I get it, like it's expensive, but Kibble is
You
just
see the
awful.
difference almost immediately when you are like feeding
When you
a
have
bad
like
food to a good food. you
over
see it.
100-pound dogs and their poops are like the size of golf balls.
It's almost a little alarming when you first feed and like that type of food and you notice their poop so small. You're like, oh my God, what's wrong with you? Until you realize, no, this is what it should be like, because you should be absorbing what you eat. It should be serving the purpose.
Has more salt, makes them pee more. I thought salt made you retain water more.
It's a
Am I wrong there?
diuretic.
I will say that, like, so when I fed like actual raw, like go to the butcher and get raw food, they hardly ever urinated. So I wasn't expecting this with this food, but maybe that's it. Red Barn chubs, but not raw. Here, I'll just let me pull it up for you.
So what it is basically, I used to feed a food called Natural Balance, and they had a very similar complete food roll, and it worked really well. Here's the thing: you have to try usually a lot of things to find out what works well for your dogs. And they do really well on this. This works very well for them. So because it works really well for them doesn't mean it's going to work well for every dog, but it's good food. Yeah,
so anybody who's been following along, my pit bull is allergic to everything, and his hair has started growing back. His skin looks way better. His skin was always pink and red, and he's miserable.
Terrible, yeah. And it's been so much since this food. It's made a huge difference.
Okay, here it is. Let me pull it up.
So like I said, the proof is in the pudding for him. It's not going to be the answer for every dog, but for him, it's working really well.
Yeah, so it's $92 for 32 pounds, which is pretty on par for a lot of the higher end kibble. But if you do like the subscribe and save, you can do 10% off. If you go to their website, they had a coupon for like 15 or 20% off on their website, so we bought a couple cases of it. I will say, if you buy it off their website, it takes for frickin' ever for them to ship it. But
yeah, Regina, Natural Balance. That was one of the first, like, I feel like were a high-end brand that wasn't like widely advertised for a long time. You know, they were kind of like that sleeper brand. My grandparents used to feed their dogs Natural Balance, which is what made me use it for a very long time because their dogs did really well on it.
Hashtag not sponsored. Also, it's red. The packing is red, so
yeah, I don't know.
Don't be alarmed when you
I
see
think
this
that's
green
just
packaging.
old packaging. Honestly, they haven't updated it.
I can just grab one. I don't know why I didn't just grab one.
It's behind the thing, though.
Oh. Yeah, never mind. I can't grab one.
Yeah, dogs would prefer to eat poop and throw up over anything. I feel like, but you know, we gotta keep them healthy.
I mean, I'd love to eat junk food all day, but I gotta squeak in some broccoli every once in a while, or red meat, some beef liver. That sounds so great. I know your pup has been so itchy for years.
Yeah.
He's literally had to wear a cone for like the last 3 years,
very sad.
nonstop, and he did not wear his cone when we were gone. So we came back. He scratched a few areas, but I mean, it's so much better.
Yeah,
so much better.
better.
What is the normal portion amount? They tell you on there. So they actually give you, I wish I could have, I don't know where they went, but they're still packed up in the box. Like they got delivered when we were gone. But there's like markers, like 1-inch markers. And they say for this weight, you do this. For my dogs, it's 4 inches. So like one roll feeds my dogs, 3 big dogs, a day with a little bit left over.
Yeah, well, like
so we go through like 1
and a quarter.
Yeah, like 1 1/4 every. Well, no, we go through 3/4 of one every day.
Correct.
I was going the wrong way.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and then there's a quarter left over for the next time, so there's 1 1/4 for the next day, and so on and so forth. But it's been working well for them.
Can't you find a spot in the herp room for the 33 long? We're gonna be redoing the reptile room.
Yeah, a lot has to. There's a lot of big lizards. We have to do a lot of stuff, so they're getting bigger. We have big lizards to attend to.
The price is about the same as high-end Purina. How does it taste? I was actually telling her that it would probably make pretty good burgers, to be honest.
Yeah.
Or at least healthy burgers.
Reminds me of like a good Slim Jim. You know what I mean? Like
anytime beef liver is like the second ingredient,
it's really healthy.
You know you're gonna get something healthy. Yeah. It's the most nutrient-dense. Grass-fed beef liver is the most nutrient-dense food on the planet. So you know they're getting a lot of good stuff.
It's really a struggle with dogs with allergies because trying to find what they're allergic to can be impossible. Like it can take forever, and like if you don't have a good vet, God.
They're actually not sweatbands. They do serve a purpose. They're not ankle monitors. Like I'm not under house arrest.
Oh my God.
But you know, like, how can I explain it? You know, like back in the day, that every like golfers and people would wear like the copper bracelets. Kind of the same idea, but different technology.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah.
So they actually like really help me out with like ulnar neuropathy, things like that. They help out. But on that note, I think we're gonna call it a shorter stream, but we still made it an hour. And it's just been a really long day. We've been up since 2 a.m. So
I can't even hold myself up anymore. I've been holding myself up for the past 2 hours.
yeah, I don't think I've ever seen you on a stream doing this.
No, I can't. I don't have the energy. I really don't. I'm trying to like one hand at a time.
So thanks everyone for coming out. We really appreciate hanging out and talking fish with everyone, and apparently football and dog food. Whatever y'all want to talk about, we'll talk about. Let's be honest. But
I got things to say.
I hope y'all have a great rest of the week. Definitely make sure your notifications are on because we have so many cool videos coming out. We filmed, I don't even know how many videos, but there's going to be a ton of them coming out. Lots of cool fish, lots of rare fish that you've never seen before. So you have that to look forward to. Plus all of the fish room updates that we always do should be a lot of fun as well. So on that note,
stick around later, not tonight. I'm done.
We are done.
I'm done.
We're going to get some rest on the new mattress.
Yeah, that's right.
And some non-rest.
Oh my God. Bye. Jesus Christ.